Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saying that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord Yahweh. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Shalom to the men of the Lord, preaching and teaching on the highways and byways in sincerity and in truth. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. And you see this article here. It says former Israeli space security chief says aliens exist, humanity not ready. So this is just more proof that the scriptures are on point. They've never not been true, despite all the efforts of Esau Edom trying to hide it and obscure it all these years. And you see that that's exactly what he's done, because here you can see he's known the whole time. You know, even through the what do you call it, the scrutiny of science, he knows. Because a lot of the issue about UFOs and all of this is just there's not enough scientific evidence. But see, Esau Edom has had the scientific evidence for a very, very long time, and ultimately there's just been a portion of the population that he's just never been able to fool. There's a remnant of Edomites that are a little bit more, have more faith. Like some of these Edomites understand what's going on with the Maxine right now more than a lot of Jakes do, and some of the Edomites know what the mark of the beast is. So there's always a remnant of people that doubt the uh, the propaganda that's pushed out by the beast, and whether they're the same nation or not. But now he can't hide it anymore, because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is about to turn up on this place, man. You have a major sign in the heavens uh, coming on at this month, beginning next week, actually. Um, you're going to see a solar eclipse. You're going to see, the Jupiter and Saturn basically merge together, which is highly spiritual, if you ask me. Um, and it's going to be on the longest night of the year. You're going to see these two things, basically these two biggest objects in the sky, basically become one in the heavens. All right. And so things like this, chariots, these things are about to be the norm. So Esau Edom can't hide it anymore. And he's already came out and admitted over a year ago that they exist. But now you got uh, Israel basically saying it and confirming it. And this thing is going to be global. Uh, It says former Israeli space security chief says aliens exist, humanity not ready. According to retired Israeli general and current professor Haim Rashid, the answer is yes, but this has been kept a secret because humanity isn't ready. So Esau will withhold information from the entire earth, which he can't really withhold it because people can witness them for themselves. But he'll make other people seem like they're crazy, like they're kooks. He'll demonize you. He'll call you a conspiracy theorist. This is what he's done for decades. All for people just reporting the things that they saw. Meanwhile, he's known that these things are that the chariots are real, and he's been able to prove them with this technology, but just been denying it the whole time because he's the devil. It says speaking in an interview with Yediyat, let's see, Aharonot, Ashed, who served as the head of Israel's space security program for nearly 30 years and is a three-time recipient of the Israel Security Award. So this guy's he's up there explaining that Israel and the U.S. have both been dealing with aliens for years. Now they're calling them aliens, but we all know what they are, and I'll get it in the scriptures. I'll go back to Amos 9 and 8 because that's very powerful. It says, "Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, and will destroy from off the face of the earth." Now, key word there are the eyes of the Lord. Now the scriptures tell you in more than one place. I'm gonna go to Second Chronicles, but you see it also in Zechariah 4. It says, "For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth." to show himself strong in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect towards them. Now, how can eyes run to and fro? you know, because the eyes really are mobile. They're the chariots. They're witnesses. If you how about you, how shy. As one elder put it, he's sending spies, just like we did in the book of Numbers, or when we were coming into the land out of Egypt. We sent spies, man, to spy out the land. you know, before we went in and took it, and that's what the Most High is doing. It says, "For the eyes of the Lord, Yahweh, run to and fro throughout the whole earth to show Himself strong in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect towards Him." So the chariots are here for us, number one, and number two, they're here to spy out this place and destroy Esau, Edom, ultimately. It says, "Herein thou hast done foolishly, therefore from henceforth thou shalt have wars." All right. So whenever you see the chariots, that's a major faith booster for us. You know, to show himself strong, as it says. Let me read a little bit more of this. It says, the 87-year-old former space security chief gave further descriptions about exactly what sort of agreement have been made between the aliens and the U.S., which ostensibly have been made because they wish to research and understand the fabric of the universe, because he wants to be like the Most High. The cooperation includes secret underground base on Mars where there are American and alien representatives. Now he's uh I don't believe Esau has any base on Mars. I just think he's full of pride, you know, ultimately. He would like to be that far. He would like to have talked to one of the angels in the chariots and strike a deal and go to Mars, but the Most High hasn't given him that blessing. Your blessing is the sword, all right, and to be the example of what not to do. So when the heathen see the righteous men stand up and take over this place, they're gonna understand it. They're gonna see the earth thriving better than it ever has. This place is gonna be a paradise when Yahweh Shai returns, man, and everything gets set up in its rightful place, in its rightful order. All right, but you know, uh, all this to say that the chariots are not a good sign for you Edomites. This is Jeremiah 4:5. It says, "Declare ye in Judah, and publish in Jerusalem, and say, Blow ye the trumpet in the land. Cry, gather together, and say, Assemble yourselves, and let us go into the defenced cities. Set up the standard toward Zion. Retire, stay not, for I will bring evil from the north and a great destruction." All right. So the North countries are going to get busy on this place, man. This whole thing's getting ready to collapse in on itself. It says the lion is come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of Gentiles is on his way. So Yahweh Shai and Michael and the whole host, the heavenly host, man, we're about to get the victory. We just gotta hold on. And seeing the chariots are hey, it's something. It's a major blessing. It's something to pray for. It says he has gone up. He has gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate, and thy city shall be laid waste without an inhabitant. For this, for this gird you with sackcloth, lament and howl, for the fierce anger of the Lord Yahweh is not turned back from us. And it shall come to pass at that day, all right, which I can't wait for, saith the Lord Yahweh, that the heart of the king shall perish, and the heart of the princes and the priests shall be astonished, and the prophets shall wonder. All right, so this is gonna be a major day, man. If kings are getting scared, all right, all the noblemen, all the leadership of this world, all you scientists, you priests, all your wickedness and your wisdom is about to be confounded. It says, "Then said I, Lord Yahweh, surely thou hast greatly deceived this people and Jerusalem, saying, Ye shall have peace, whereas the sword reacheth unto the soul. At that time it shall be said to this people and to Jerusalem, a dry wind of the high places, and the wilderness toward the daughter of my people, not to fan nor to cleanse, even a full wind from those places shall come unto me. Now also will I give sentence against them. All right, so this is judgment coming from the heavenly Father, and the Most High is going to deliver His elect out of this situation. It says, "Behold, he shall come up as clouds, and his chariots shall be as a whirlwind. His horses are swifter than eagles. Woe unto us, for we are spoiled." All right, and that's the main point, because chariots, are going to be play a major role in the coming events. Lord willing, I pray it happens next year. Like by the end of next year, I hope we're just out of here. Hell, the middle of next year, I hope we're out of here. You know, 'cause I'm tired of this place, man. This is just bullshit everywhere you go. You know, it's nonsense in the news every day. It's bullshit at work. Whether it be your woman or whatever it is. You're in straits for men who are woken up to the truth, not you 2/3 niggas that are just in that Pharrell happy spirit that don't have a care in the world. You just smoking blunts and being a nigger. Y'all see the day of the Lord's gonna come like a thief in the night on y'all. All right. I guess I'm gonna get Zechariah real quick. All right. It says Zechariah 5:1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. Now that flying roll that's basically a chariot. So he's looking up into the sky. He's seeing something that looks like a roll that's flying. All right. It says, and he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered it. And I answered, I see a flying roll, the length thereof 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. All right. So this thing is basically a ship. All right. Verse 3, then he said unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. All right. So that's what these things are. All right. So and this is why Esau has been very, very quiet about the whole matter until he basically can't be quiet anymore, because the chariot sightings are so frequent now. You can't keep track of them. You can't shut them down. You can't do media blackouts anymore about them. So the media has to cover it. They have to do what you call the strategy of getting in front of it. Try to control the narrative. But the scriptures already give the true wisdom to the men of the Lord on what the narrative is about these sightings. And it's telling you right here, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off, as on that side according to it. All right. So these things are here for judgment, man. These chariots, they're not just there for no reason. Just like the sun and the moon and the stars are not there for no reason. Everything the Most High created, there's a purpose to it. All right, whether we understand it or not, there is a purpose to it. All right, so I just want to get that and share that with you, Akim. So, Lord willing, y'all are edified. Call hello Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rachakwadash Shalom Abad Babal.